Hey, what's up, guys? Aggro here. It's time for another placement predictions video, this time covering Counter Logic Gaming. Do want to give you a heads up. You won't see my dog in the background during this video, so if you want to tune out, I understand. I'll be checking the analytics to see how many of you do that. But she's getting a haircut right now at the groomers, so she'll be pretty in the next video, I promise. But let's get into CLG. So CLG is a team that's kind of baited me all year round, and I think baited their fans all year round, because we sit here and we say, well, they'll be good eventually. I mean, they've got too much talent to just be bad, right? But they've been bad all year long. Now, they did make a big roster change right before this LAN, and that's picking up Mask instead of Homie in the jungle. And I think this could be exactly what the doctor ordered for CLG, because CLG, not just this year, but historically, this roster type, basically, with Hurry and Jigs and traditionally Homie in the jungle, has been a very passive team. They wait around for you to mess up, and then they beat you when you mess up. And they're very, very good at that. They're great counter punchers, if you will. But as I said on broadcast, I don't think teams are going to make that many mistakes anymore, because teams are just better than they have been in the past. And CLG's passive style was not working for them. I mean, you take a look at the stats. I'm using the spreadsheet by Blues Ultra. That'll be down in the description. They only had 20 Gold Furies all split long. That is second worst in the league, only ahead of SK, which isn't a high bar to hurdle. Only 9 First Bloods. That's really rough. They only had 20 Pyromancers. That's, again, second worst in the league, only ahead of SK. They weren't forcing fights. They weren't forcing fights around objectives, and I think that's what really got CLG into trouble all year long. So you switch out Homie, a very passive but talented jungler, for Mask, a very aggressive and talented jungler. And I think that that's exactly what CLG needs, because Mask is the solo laner of junglers. He's going to run at you all game long. The man never goes below 100 miles an hour and is always trying to force fights. And if CLG has had enough time to get ready to play those matches and play as a unit, understand where Mask wants to be, because Mask is going to be the leader of this team immediately. That's how Mask works. He comes in and he leads the teams. I mean, even on Luminosity, where he joins Bera and Jeff, Mask is the primary shot caller. So he is going to be the de facto shot caller for this team, I imagine. And so if CLG is all on the same page with him, I think CLG could make it to DreamHack. I think CLG has a chance to make it to the finals of this thing. I mean, I think they could be that good. They have that much talent. I think Snoopy is one of the best hunters in the world still. I think Jigs is still one of the best supports. I think Final Case had a great year in the solo lane despite his team's struggles. And I think we've seen Herwin perform like the best mid in North America. Now it's before Baskin moved there, so maybe rest that in peace. But overall, I think Herwind is still right there. So I really think that this team can make it to DreamHack and make some noise there. But it's just a matter of how well will they play with this roster change is the real question. And their bracket is really, really tough. I mean, they got to go up against Rival in their second round match. Then they'll probably drop to the losers, because I'm expecting Rival to come out looking really, really motivated and really try and take it to CLG. So they've got their work cut out for them, man. I think it's going to be tough. I do expect them to go to lower bracket, but as I've said, I'm not going to predict my top 4 and my whole bracket quite yet. I'm going to wait until I do all of these placement predictions and then get into that side of it. But maybe I'm just getting baited by CLG again. I don't know. Maybe I can't help it, but I really feel like this team has great potential. I think they're either going to do amazing stuff at this placement round. I think they'll either qualify to DreamHack or not win a game. I don't think there's really going to be an in-between for this team. It's just a matter of what their team synergy is looking like right now, how well they understand how to play the map, how well they understand the meta. That's another thing I think CLG has struggled with during their time, is understanding the meta. So maybe they could struggle with that, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm very excited to see the CLG roster in action. I do have high hopes, but I've kind of had high hopes for them all year long. Oh, excuse me. So make sure you watch all the other videos in this video playlist of my placement predictions to get ready for the LAN. It's coming up next week, so I'm probably gonna have to double up some videos this week to make sure, or this weekend, to make sure that I'm getting every team out of the way so I can get my actual bracket prediction in before the LAN starts. Again, shout out to Blues Ultra for his great spreadsheet on the fall split. Shout out to Joe Bro for all the wonderful thumbnails that he's made for this video series. So yeah, just make sure you subscribe. Let me know what you think about CLG. I still think I'm getting baited, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.